ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Football Manager 2019 with Zebu Nation. This is the American Journeyman. We are at Michigan State University. It is, of course, the continuation of the Big Ten postseason tournament. We're in the semifinals versus the Ohio State University. Now let's check out these fellas before we get started. They're a pretty decent team. They've got a very good striker, John Zemanski, up front here. He is 21 years old, so he could be leaving the team after this season. He might be a senior. It's hard to tell these days. He's played one season at Dayton University, which is also in Ohio, but he transferred to Ohio State, and since then he's made 17 appearances with 3 goals, 3 player of the match. So, for as good as he is, he's only scored 3 goals on the season, so he's lacking a little something, and that something might be finishing. He's probably only has like 9 or 10 finishing. So, he's not really the greatest goal scorer in front of the net, but he's got other attributes that we're going to need to, be aware of. He could be a playmaker. He's got a lot of flair and technique. So, you never know. You never know. Anybody at this level can have a big game. Other than that, they've got a good right winger, Michael Clarkson. They've got a pretty good goalkeeper, Julian Daniel. 6'5" from Belarus, no, from Belgium. Why did I immediately go to Belarus rather than Belgium? I don't know, but that's what I did. Anyway, other than those 3 guys, I guess, they have a good left back in John Rios, but he is injured at the moment, so we might not see him in this game. They've got a suspension. Denier Herrera, their attacking midfielder, so they might be in a little bit of trouble this game. Now let's see how they got here. They finished 9th in the Big Ten. That's not a good look. That's pretty bad to finish 9 out of, I believe, 9 schools in the Big Ten. Don't get me started on that. But anyway, take a look at the Big Ten tournament. Semi-finals. Can we look at the tree? Yeah. So, it looks like we're going to be facing Indiana in the final. They've already beaten Rutgers. Quarterfinal, Ohio State beat probably the top-ranked team in the conference, Maryland, 2-1. And prior to that, I think in the first round they had the play-in game. Yeah, they had to play in versus Northwestern to even get into the tournament. So, they had, a long road to get here. They've already played 2 games. This is only our second game. So hopefully we've got a leg up in terms of fitness, but we'll see. So let's get to the match preview. There's that Indiana and Rutgers. So Indiana is another one of the top teams in the league, so it's no surprise that they're there. Rutgers was a little bit of a surprise to make it this far, but their journey has ended. Now let's get to our game today. We are 6-4 favorites playing at DeMartin Stadium. It's gusty and 57 degrees. That's actually pretty good for a November night. Not so bad. Refereed by Alan Kelly. Gives out an average of 2.5 yellows per match, so we could be a little bit of trouble there. But Ohio State's, they've had their own suspension problems, so we'll see. They're in fair form right now. They've lost 2 of their last 5 with 1 draw in there. We've lost 2 of our last 5, but with 3 wins. So we've got a slightly better record than they do, at least recently. Let's get to the team selection. Whoa. All right. Yeah, we still have Bjarnason out on international duty. Other than that, we're pretty much good to go. We've got to reserve a walk-on keeper that we can bring into the team, so we might as well do that. Old Tom Wardle is back. He played in a couple of games for us this year already. We pulled him off of the intramural field, and suited him up for a couple of games this season. We did not win, so hopefully we won't see old Tom. I mean, we appreciate his effort, his school spirit, and whatnot, but, do not want to see him have to play. That was bad news in the middle of the season to lose everybody to international duties. Anyway, here's the lineup we're going. We've got Jelic back in goal. Johnstone and Morris at the fullbacks. Kaba and Green in the midfield. Jajun back at defensive midfielder. Shaheda back in the midfield. Torres on the left, who's become our highest-rated player at 7.24. 6 goals, 2 assists from the wing is pretty good. Also our top goal scorer, at least tied for our top goal scorer. Miller back at attacking midfielder. He's our leading assist man with 3. That's not very impressive, but, I mean, he's still our best, I guess. He also added 5 goals to that, so a lot of goals from the midfield here. Nielsen on the right, 1 goal, 2 assists. And Bernard up top with 6 goals as well, tied for our top goal scorer. So we've pretty much got our whole team. They're going with Daniel in goal, Gillespie, Powell, Mendez, and Houston at defense. El Colser. I do not know how to pronounce that name. There's no accents to give me clues, so we'll go with a cold sore. Jones, Clarkson, their top-rated player at 6.75. Kind of shows you the season Ohio State has had. Their top-rated player is not that great. And Zemanski and Ionisi up top. Their leading goal scorer, oh no, he's their captain. I was about to say leading goal scorer 2, but no. It's Zemanski with 3. It's their leading goal scorer, I guess. I don't know. No, he's not their leading goal scorer. Or they just, his goals are so low that they just haven't bothered. Anyway, let's get to the dressing room. Let's give the old talking of peps. You deserve to be in the final. I expect you to make it happen. Nobody cared about that. Opposition instrucciones. Okay, apparently we are tackling and showing the foot to their goalkeeper. I don't think that is actually a good idea. Unless he's a sweeper? Is there a way to tell if he's a sweeper keeper? Like, wouldn't he be up here if he was a sweeper keeper? Anyway, I don't like the idea of tackling a goalkeeper, especially when we've got kind of a yellow card happy ref, so let's leave that out. Have I been doing that all season? Maybe I have. Maybe that's why I've gotten so many yellow cards. Our assistant seems to have a lot to say. Tightly. Okay, whatever. Anyway, I guess he wants us to mark these guys all tightly all the time, but we'll do that. That seems good. All right, let's go. Here we are, DeMartin Stadium. Looking pretty good. Decent crowd. We are in the greens. Is this DeMartin Stadium? Did I read that completely wrong? Anyway, Johnstone bombs one downfield to start the game off. Are we going to get a first kickoff highlight? So far we are. What highlights are we on, by the way? We're only going to play one game today, so we are on extended highlights. Here's Torres. Torres drops it to Shaheda. He's open. Shots deflected, and we're going to get a corner out of it. First 30 seconds, and we get a corner. And we get a highlight. Nielsen sends one in. Jaijun, the 6'5" defensive midfielder, gets ahead on it, but he cannot get it on target. But that's a good way to start the game for sure. Not too shabby. All right, we got a couple of nervous guys. They've got a few more. Here's Johnstone with the throw-in on the near side. Gets it back for Miller, and then cross the field, intercepted by Ohio State. Zemanski's going to start the counterattack. Ionisi with a tricky pass, intercepted by Johnstone, the fullback, ranging back to make a good defensive play. And now we're going to start going back the other way. The Spartans in control across midfield. Shaheda out wide to Nielsen, the youngster. He's going to try to make a move out on the fullback. He crosses it. Bernard is there, but his header goes over the goal. Okay, we're looking good. I think a little concentration might be in order. Fired up. No, that overwhelmed everybody. I was looking at Ohio State for some reason. Here's Al Colser. Al Kaline. They wish it was Al Kaline, but anyway. Cold Sore knocks one out, and they're gonna get a corner out of it. I keep looking at the white jerseys and thinking that's us, but that's not. Poor sends one in. Shaheda heads it out. Miller clears it, but Ohio State retains possession, although their possession ends there. Okay, so far, we're looking pretty good. Look at the stats. We got 63% possession. That's hard to beat right there. 5 shots, none on target. If this continues, we might want to try to work the ball in the box and see if we can get some better shots on target. What are our team instructions right now? We're already trying to work the ball in the box. So I don't know what else we could do. I've already told him to concentrate. Like, there's not a lot else we can do. Shaheda's got a yellow card. Here's Cold Sore. Both their attempts are blocked. Not great camera work here, boys, but it looks like there's going to be throw-in on the far side for Ohio State. That amounts to nothing. 30 minutes down. Still well in control. 10, 11 fouls now is a bit much. 55% possession is still very good. But the game has settled down. It looks like Ohio State is going to play for set pieces. We've got 2 yellow cards. The usual suspects, honestly, Shaheda and Miller. These guys are yellow card magnets. One or both of them now may be suspended if we make it to the finals. So that's no good. Miller, tired, 69% coming into halftime. We might need to make a substitution at some point in the halftime. I don't think Miller's going to make it all the way. Jajun now with the yellow card. Another free kick for Ohio State. Luckily, they haven't really got any of these on target. 1 minute of stoppage time coming up in the half. Both these teams, it's been a long tournament. Not a lot of rest in between games, so both these teams could be pretty tired come the second half. We'll see. They've got 2 guys already down below 70%. We've got 4 yellow cards. Here's Bernard. Free kick. Nope, he can't get it on target either. This game might come down to whoever gets a set-piece goal. 16 fouls. What are we doing here? We are counter-pressing. Let's drop. Let's drop the marking and tackling, I guess. We can't afford to get red cards in the second half. So we're going to have to calm it down a little bit. Take our foot off the gas. I don't like it, but we're not doing badly. Just work hard. Whatever. Let's go. Second half. I don't like telling them to ease off like that, but we got so many yellow cards in that first half. It's just we're going to have to play a little bit more of a patient game. See what Ohio State does with it. Because they haven't been incredibly aggressive. Their only chances, watch it, buddy, watch it. Their only chances have come from set pieces. So if we can just ease off the fouls. 17 fouls, 18 fouls already. Is there a shout for that? Like, stop fouling, you dinguses? Is that there? Calm down? Calm down. How about calm down? Analysis. Frank Miller's been booked. Ease off tackles. Yes, ease off tackles. Everyone, ease off. Ease on down the road. Morris with a steal. Gets it up to Jaijun at midfield. Morris sort of looking things over. Sends it forward to Bernard. Mendez heads it back to his own keeper. Bit of a risky play, but well executed. Now Ohio State's going to bang one downfield. Now Colser gets it to Jones, and Ohio State starts their attack. Oh, there's a mess up on the back line. Miller, he takes the shot. Ugh. He had Bernard chasing him down. Wasn't patient enough to try a cross. Here we are. Clarkson wins a header on, but we're going to recover defensively pretty easily. Kaba works it up to John Stone. Looks like Ohio State's pressing a little higher, but they're going to pay for it. Bernard on the loose behind the defense. One shot is stopped, but they cannot stop the rebound, and there it is. 55 minutes in. Bernard with the goal. What sort of subs can we make? We got to get as many yellow cards out of there as possible, but we've got 3 yellow cards in the midfield, and you already know that we're not great up the midfield. So we can bring Vargas in for Miller. Portugal, guess we'll bring him in for Shaheda, who's looking nervous. Just going to have to hope that Jaijun doesn't get a red card. And then our only other option would be Bernard, but he just scored a goal. He's playing well. We'll leave him in there. So here we go. There's just Bernard. Not a lot to talk about here. It's just Bernard with a little bit of stick-to-itiveness off the rebound. Nice goal. There we go. There's the substitutes in. All right, I feel a little better getting those yellow cards out of there. I think we just have to hope that Jaijun can keep his temperament about him. All right, here we go. Johnstone with the throw-in. Gets it to Torres, Portugal. One of our new substitutes drops it back to Kaba. Sends it out wide to Gillespie, who intercepts for Ohio State. Can we pressure these guys again into another turnover? We'll see. There's Green getting forward. Gillespie does turn it over eventually. Gets it to Bernard. Out wide to Nielsen. Nielsen back to Bernard. And he scores. Great play. A little give and go there with Nielsen and Bernard. Bernard cartwheels right into Nielsen. Probably shouldn't have done that, but he looks no worse for wear. Here we go. Ball ping-pongs around for a little bit. Bernard to Nielsen. Bernard wide open. Not a terrific pass, but it was a good thought. And Bernard makes the most of it and does score. So there we go. We should be looking at the finals now against Indiana. Indiana's a tough team. They beat us already this season, I believe. Or did we go down to Bloomington and beat them? That might have been one of our key upsets this season. I'll have to take a look. Here's Torres. His free kick is blocked. And again, the camera work here is sublime. Torres does recover his own shot, but the highlight ends there. Now here's a corner from Nielsen. Near side, sends it back. Post Kaba, can't win the header. Torres is there. His shot, first is blocked. Second, bangs off the crossbar. Nobody's quite sure what happens, but the ref gives the play on signal. Vargas fouled by Powell right at the semicircle. So Here's another scoring opportunity. Number 10, Torres. Can't quite hook it in there. Interesting that Torres is the number 10, not Miller, but who knows what numbering system we use here in the United States. Not that it matters much. Anyway, 20 fouls, 19 shots. Ouch. I mean, that's a lot of shots and a lot of fouls. Only 4 on target's not great. But 53% possession is pretty good. We could probably dial back the attack and go back to balanced. "81 minutes down. Hopefully we can just cruise on down to the finals. That would be outstanding." Now I got a little warning message from another FM player who's playing this database, playing the University of Washington. There's Torres into Bernard with his hat trick. Outstanding for Bernard. He might miss the finals with a red card or with yellow card suspensions as well. We'll see. But he got his hat trick. Probably take him out of there with it once he got his hat trick. Portugal to Torres. He just calmly knocks it in. Good man. Take him out. Bring in Van Boxtel. Got another yellow card out of there. Let's see. Who else can we get out of there? I guess we can get out Nielsen. Yeah, we'll stick with that. So yeah, apparently there's a flaw in this database when it comes to the NCAA tournament. The NCAA tournament seems to take place during the off season when everybody's on vacation. So teams are out there playing with whole squads full of walk-ons. That's apparently no good. So this could be our last season at Michigan State. We'll move on to another league, another level within the USA Pyramid, and see what else we can do somewhere else. This has been great fun. I've enjoyed it for sure. A little flashback, a little bit of nostalgia. But if there's a problem with the database, we don't really want to mess with that. So there we go. 3-0 over Ohio State. Bernard with the hat trick. Very good. Oh, don't let the performance get to your heads, I guess. It's fine. Quality of possession provides victory. Bernard, 3 goals. Outstanding. Semifinal. Yeah. Ohio State humbled in the defeat. Fitness concerns for Nielsen, Shaheda, and Morris. They're all jaded and could use some rest. I'm sure we could all use some rest. Bernard, superb job in front of goal. Keep it up. Thank you. And yeah, we're enjoying life with Zebu Jr. I'm sure they are. All right. So next up is the Big Ten Tournament Final. It says unknown, but we know who we're playing. Send the assistant to the press conference. We know we're playing Indiana. They just haven't announced it yet for some reason. There we go. Michigan State versus the Indiana Hoosiers. We'll have the home field advantage in this match. Draw pitting 2 well-known rivals. That is the truth. Michigan State and Indiana. Usually, they're friendly rivals in sports. But, probably biggest rivalry is basketball. Indiana's got an excellent basketball program. Michigan State has an excellent basketball program. Football, they're up and down. Traditionally, Indiana's football program is not great, but they make up for that in soccer, apparently. They've got a very good soccer program. So let's take a look at the schedule. Did we beat Indiana? We did. We beat them 3-0. That's right. Big away match. 3-0. That was sort of, one of the games. No, we lost 3-0. Yeah. Why did I think we won? Why does red mean win? I don't know. Red means lose. So we lost 3-0. Big away defeat. That's when we lost our players to, goalkeeper McLaughlin, whoever that is, walk on. We had Eisner in there, Vargas in the midfield, Johnstone in the midfield, Morris in the midfield. So our fullbacks and strikers playing in the midfield. Yeah, that was a bad time. Wardle, we subbed out our goalkeeper because he was playing so poorly. So, yeah, that was bad news. And now that we've got our full team, we can show Indiana what we really got. Okay, so we'll come back for that next episode. So until then, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.